Hello, Kathy. How are you? I am just setting up the table or moving stuff around on my table to hopefully make it easier to go from one thing to the other. So, how are you today, Kathy? Oh, we need to get rid of the shadows. There we go. Good. I was going to give it a few more seconds to see who else comes in. I got Happy Mail. Oh, isn't this pretty? All this stuff right here. This is from Brenda. Hey, Angela, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Yeah, what you eating, Kathy? What you got good? I'm trying to find all my stuff for my bead dangles for when we get to that part. You know, like wire cutters, pliers, those kind of things. It's all still on my table. I just have to locate it. I'll quit making noise. Hi, Joyce. Thank you for coming. It's going to try to give it a little bit longer for more people to come in so I don't have to repeat stuff. This is just one Happy Mail. And we're going to go through them all. And then I have 2 other Happy Mails, and then we're going to make bead dangles for my journal. The last of the triplets needs bead dangles. Thank you, Joyce. This is from Brenda Pinchot, the other Brenda, of those of us that travel in a group. So she sent me these. And definitely, everybody get to know everybody, and I'll repeat that several times throughout. Hi, Claire. Thank you for coming. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So Brenda sent me all of the goodness that we see here. And most of it is wooden stamps, and they are awesome. I love stamps. So we have this one. And I have a bin beside me with my wooden stamps in it. I'm going to just drop them in there. So I'm not throwing them on the floor or anything. And we have this pretty angel. And this cross. And a bunny rabbit. Oh. And a Feel the Love. And this one I love. I love. Ooh, it's Halloweeny. It is. It's pumpkins on it. So we have that one. I might need to keep that one out so I don't have to go hunting for it. Looks like birthday candles. Love the frame. This one doesn't even look like it's been used in its little jars with flowers. Excuse me. And a flower. It's a little tiny doggy. Ain't he cute? He'll go good in my dog journal I'm going to make. A snowman. A little wintry house. It's a party. And it's got the 4 date time and place, like for invitations. This one's huge. Merry Christmas. Live, be bold, have fun, and dream. I like that one too. A little maple leaf. A heart. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a bear. Little animals. Simply said from the heart, thank you. a big butterfly. And I love butterflies. Another heart. A friend is someone who makes it easy. Oh, I like that. And this one just says merry and bright. This one is little teeny tiny. Should have got my glasses. There is a calmness to a life lived in gratitude, a quiet joy. By Robert H. Blum. I like that. Thank you. And then all these little tiny hearts. This one is true love, heart with wings, a arrow, love, a gem or diamond, and love you. And then she also sent these ones that say, happy birthday, thanks, moments, us, noteworthy, you and me, today, capture, inspired, smile, and story. Numbers. Feathers with a die cut. Christmas ones. Wise men, Mary, Joseph and the baby, Bethlehem, and an angel. And this one says, what does this say? It's in French. Okay, I can't read French, but it's got bird cages and corners, and it's really pretty. I just can't read French. And because I'm going to be getting a die cut machine, she also sent me a die cut. I don't have a die cut machine yet, and I see we have new people. So that was all from Brenda. And I'm scrolling back through chat before I pull up the next one. Hi, Jen. Thank you for coming. Hi, Jilly. Thank you for coming. Hi, Dee Dee. Dee Dee. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I'm just going to call you Dee Dee. Thank you for coming. So my next happy mail is from Andrea Strobel. She answered a wish. There's a video that comes out on Sundays, y'all, and I'm going to link it below. Let the wishing begin. And I made a wish on there for some napkins, and she answered my napkin wish and sent some other little goodies. So she sent me this really pretty card. Just says hello. And she hopes I enjoy the Happy Meal. And I'm not going to read anything else on that out loud. She sent these really pretty red napkins, the whole package, which is cool. And she sent these ones. And I love this edging on here. It's little flowers. And they're white. So I can do other things with those. And then some other goodies. And we also have, yay, a little notebook. I love these. They're great for in your purse. Or to make small journals out of. A little high card. It's a beautiful day. Oh, cool. It's a little mini pocket letter. I've never had a pocket letter. This is cool. Ooh, look at that bling. And it's on both sides. Little hearts on one side. Those down the other. It's got a mermaid. And it's got goodies in it. It's got some stickers. And some bling. And I'm going to keep all this in the little pockets. Get back in there. This one has in it some really cool rainbow polka dotted washi tape. And wow, look at that ribbon. That is cool. But I will link the Let the Wishing Begin below. You're allowed 3 wishes every week. And people can comment. And then when they comment, you have to get with them and send them your information. And this is a little bitty bit of washi. Oh, that's so cool. It's little tiny. I don't know if you can see it. It's got little teeny tiny flowers on it. And you can also comment if you have something. It's for people like trying to help de-stash and stuff. So that, and I got a pencil. Oh, that's a straw. Ooh, cool. I like that. That's a straw and a pencil. When it's got mermaids on it. Cool. So you can also fulfill wishes. Like if you have an overabundance of something and somebody's wishing for something, you can fulfill their wish as well. So it's really kind of cool. And I will put a link once the video uploads in the description below. My last happy mail comes from my friend Carol, who does not make videos. Carol is in Iowa. And she just destashes stuff that she doesn't need anymore. She makes cards. Hi, Sue. Thank you for coming. Okay, so what she sent me was, again, also work in polymer clay. So this is a Doris embossing folder so that I can emboss clay with it. Or once I get my machine, I can emboss stuff. Because, yeah. And I only had one, so now I have 2 embossing folders. That is so cool. She sent me some bling, and this is really pretty bling. Little squares. That is gorgeous. She sent, and I know these are Timmy, even though she cut that off. I believe these are little Timmy charms. And it's little circles, and you can put something in there. That's kind of cool. She sent this cross. Oh, there's 2 of them in here. And if there were, or they may all be in here. Oh, no, it's just the 2. So, oh, and they stickers. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't realize they were stickers. Let me put them back so I don't lose one. That's going to take a minute. Sorry, y'all. Those are cool. And we got a hello stamp. That's cool. I'm going to pull a bunch of stuff out at once. We got some ribbon. That's really pretty ribbon. Some closures. I don't know if I can make these work on a journal or not, but that would be cool on a journal. I'm looking at chat real fast. Some rain boots, a little skirt, some gemstones, or no, these aren't gemstones. What are these? Millefiori glass. That's what those are. Some chain, which is cool. Little jingle bells. Yay, because I want to make Christmas ornaments. Some more of those clasps that I'm going to figure out how to make them work on a journal, because that would be so cool. This little sticker that says something joy on it. Probably, oh, you. Just for you. Probably helps if you turn it the right way. Some more lace. That's pretty. This stamp, which is an angel. I carrot something about you. I care a ton about you. And it's a carrot. That's cute. It's a carrot like a bunny. A purse. That's cute. That's brand new, looks like. She ordered Scrabble tiles for a project. And she had to order like 3 bags of them from Amazon to do her project. And she told me she had extras. So now I have Scrabble tiles. And last is a little packet of goodies. So we're going to dump this out and see what we got. Oh, wow. The little Dollar Tree flowers. I love these. We got a whole bunch of those in there. Some textured paper circles and textured flowers. Oh, those are cool. And some other texture. That's shiny paper. Can y'all see that? That's cool. A flower. She sent me several of these flowers. A sparkly circle thing. Some more little flowers. These are going to be great on journal pages. Another little flower. And some sparkly green leaves. Those are cool. Let me put all this back in this bag. And then I'm going to check on chat. And this is from my friend Carol. She lives in Iowa, and I've known her for ages and ages. For at least 10 years. Probably closer to 15. Oh, Lord. These little flowers do not want to come up off my table. There we go. I got them all. Okay, so let me put all the Carol stuff back in her box. Well, the stamps I'm going to drop in my stamp box over here, off to the side. Except for the clear plastic stamps, because they have a separate box they go in. Okay, that's Carol's mail. So let me check on chat and let me get rid of our glare. Where did my rooster go? My rooster's not a rooster anymore, y'all. He's been scrubbed on too much. Okay. Yeah, she just sends stuff to, Carol just sends little stuff to D-Stash, stuff that she doesn't need, or like but like the little hello sticker came on another bigger pack of stickers. She didn't want the hello part, so she sent it to me. Elastic lace to trim, to attach the little hooks. I think those hooks would look cute on the front of journals. Uh-oh, who did what? Oh, I had to scrub it because it got paint on it, and it wasn't sealed. So I told hubby, if he finds me another one at Walmart, I shall seal it with triple thick before I use it, which will make it washable. So, because I thought this was sealed. And he told me I could use it however, and on my crafting, which I did. So evidently, yeah. Okay, so now all my bead dangle stuff is still here from the other day. And we need to make bead dangles for the third triplet. And I painted this one, y'all. It started out like this. I put acrylic paint on it. I do need to gloss it. But you can paint these roses, and these are beads. So, I have more butterflies to glue together somewhere. I'm not as ready as I thought. Aha. We need the purple ones and the dark kind of pinky ones, I think. I have some put together. And everything is migrated to the back of the table. Of course it migrated to the back of my table. I wanted more purple. Well, we'll make it work. I had purple ones. I have hearts. I have an angel. And I have different colored pearls, little baby pearls, and some other gemstone beads up here, little crystal beads. And we have our eye pins and our head pins. Get out a few like these. I think I only need about 8 of these for my journal. And it's the 3rd triplet. And where's all my stuff for this? That's not what I was... Yeah, this is what... Maybe. I have plans for my cover embellishments. Okay. So, let's see. Making the bead dangles. Oh, I have these out already. I don't have to get them back. And there went, well, I'll get that one off the floor later. I'm going to put a little bead cap on top of that pearl. Oh, that's cute like that. And I'm going to put a purple bead on there. A purple pearl, if I can find the whole... Okay, where's the glasses at? I know if I'm beading, I have to have my glasses. I don't know why I keep thinking I can do beading without glasses. And I'm going to put a pink one. And I'm going to finish it off because I don't have any of these out. I'll put some out. With one of these clear AB coated bicones. And get my little round nose pliers. First, I got to get the wire cutters. Snip the little end off. And I went on and rolled that all the way around because I'm going to just put the paperclip pin through it. So there's one. That's pretty. So now I'm going to make one. We're going to get out an eye pin with these butterflies. Now, these are 2 butterflies glued together. It's those little Dollar Tree butterflies, just like the little flowers that Carol sent. These are the butterflies, and I just glued 2 of them together, and they have the little antennas at the top with holes in them. I'm opening my little loop. Oh, I really can't see. There it is. And I'm closing the loop back up. Trying to make sure it's closed. I don't want to lose my butterfly in the middle. Hang on, y'all. Unfortunately, I have to pull this closer to me. So I can make sure that that loop is closed. And it is. Okay, so there's that. And I'm going to start with purple. And I'm going to put a little teeny tiny, I think I'm going to put one of these copper bead caps. A gold pearl, if I can hang on to it. Again, if I can hang on to it. And another little copper bead cap. And another, that's pink, purple pearl. There we go. And I don't think I like it. I don't like that gold in there. So I'm going to put, I had purple round ones on my, here they are, back in the back, back in the back. Wait a minute. Find all my little boxes of goodies. This is the one I want. Yep. Now try the bead cap again. I don't like that. That does not fit correctly. Well, okay, let's try something different. Try a pink, a white pearl, and then a bead cap wherever it went to. Hello. And then a purple. And they're not white, they're cream colored, they're antiqued. Another little bead cap. I like that much better. And another one of these. I like that, the way that that looks much better. So I have to snip my little end off. And there we go. Another little dangly charm to put on the journal. Okay. And I'm going to check on chat. See. Hi, Yadel or Yadel. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but hello and welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you. It came from Walmart. And he got it just, it gives something for the camera to focus on when there's not anything on the table. And placemats are great because they're non-stick usually, other than paint stick to this one, but it does wash off. But it also washed off my rooster. Your mother collects roosters? How interesting. Sue's mama collects chickens. I collect geese. Well, I collected geese, and I say that in past tense. Please do not, y'all, send me a whole bunch of geese things. I have geese canisters, a geese paper towel holder, geese pot holders, geese towels, and my kitchen right now is as geesed out as it can get. But I collected geese for years. Now, go on and support everybody in here. Also, subscribe to me if you're not subscribed. Please like the video and subscribe. I will also go back through chat. I can't do it while I'm recording because I'm recording on my phone. But I can go back through chat when the video loads and click on your names and go to your channels. So go on and support everybody. Yes, Jen, these are going to be junk journal charms. You can also put them on a chain and make them into like a chunky charm. You know, put each one of these on like a link in a chain and make chunky charms out of them. Hi, Joyce. And you collect roosters, chickens, and angels. I love the angels and butterflies. Okay, so I've caught up on chat, and I thank everybody for coming. Okay, so let's see. I want to make a heart one. I want to make a couple of heart ones. I love hearts. So I have to open up the little loop again. Well, that didn't work so good. Okay, maybe we're not going to make a heart one. I'm trying to get it to where I can see it and have y'all seeing what I'm doing. Okay, and that is closed back. Now, when you open and close like these rings, people, y'all, you want to do this kind of a motion. This has not got a loop on it, but we're going to pretend. You want to twist it either towards you or away from you. You don't want to open this away because that weakens the metal. By twisting it forward or backward, it does not weaken the metal. So that's what I'm doing to open the little loop on the end of my eye pins. We have a little heart on here. And I think this time we are going to go with one of these pink round ones with bead caps on either side of it. So I'm going to put a pink pearl, a little silver bead cap, one of these pink round ones. These are 6mm pink crystal beads or glass beads that I got from Dollar Bead. The pearls came from Walmart, the pink pearls. Dollar Bead, if you all have not shopped with them, they have the best crackle glass beads ever. I love their crackle glass. And you get bead strands for $1. Like on the 4mm bead strands, it's 100 beads for $1. So you cannot beat that. So now I got to clip my little end off again. And everybody like and support everybody else. So if you're new, what does your channel do? Tell us what you do on your channel. That might help pick up some support if people, know what you do. And there's that one with the little dangly heart on it. I like that. I'm going to make another one. I like that one. So we need another eye pin. Not a bent up one. Well, and sometimes they come all jacked up and bent up like that, and I don't like those. And it happens when shipping. Goodness, there's a... Okay. Open my little loop again. Now, what's interesting is I can open them with the round nose pliers, but I can't close them with the round nose pliers. Oops. Pliers slipped. Well, that was good. Try again. Normally, I have these up closer to my face so I can see what I'm doing. But I'm trying to make sure that you all can see what I'm doing. Okay, got that on there. Pink pearl. A silver. End cap. A pink round glass sparkly bead. And another pink pearl. Wire cutters. And I made paper clips the other day, and I'll show you one over here off to the side, that are clipped in my book, and that's what I'm attaching my bead dangles to, which is why I'm not worried about them staying open. And that one's got a little bitty pointy part on it. I'm going to snip it off. And I will show you what I'm talking about. So there's that one. It's another one just like the previous one. So I have a paper clip over here. So when the paper clip, it's a hidden paper clip. It's on the book. This one's going to go up and down. But on that page, I can just take this bead dangle, thread it over the paper clip, and then on the back page, so we'll use the phone book because it's all I got handy. So here's what would happen. On the front page, you have this, but on the back of the other page, you have the cute little dangly thing hanging down in your journal. Most of these, though, are going on to where they're going to hang. Again, I'm going to use the phone book cover. Most of them are going to hang on my journal like this. I have the paper clips in there sideways, and this is going to hang off the paper clip off to the side like that, and just dangle on the side of the book. And they'll have a whole bunch of them. Well, 8 in this case. So let me unthread this one off of here. So we now have 4. And I'm going to check chat again. Yodel, are you leaving? Or Yodel, if you are, thank you for coming. And I may have already missed you and you're gone. Ooh, Kathy, that's dark. I don't believe that, though. Oh, wait, what's shadowing? Sue, I'll have to look next time I'm making one, Sue. I'm sorry. I will add dollar bead in there as well. Oh, and Kathy, put a link in. Yay, Kathy. I will put it below. Thank you, Jen. Now, that was just a phone book, but that's how they look on the journal. Okay, so let's make a pink butterfly. Get out another one of these little eye pins. And I'm going to have to watch in the camera because Sue was saying my fingers were making shadows. And if I have to, I'll go get the other light and plug it in on the other side. Those are so tiny, y'all can't even really see that what I'm doing with those. The pins are so thin. These are like 20 gauge, or no, 24 gauge eye pins. Really thin wire that I can't even see because the lights are blinding me. Okay, I got it. Now I'm going to twist it closed. And it is closed. Yay. So on here, I think I'm going to just use some pink crystally pretty stuff. So I'm going to put 2 of these. Well, no, I'm going to start out with a little tiny pearl. That doesn't have a blocked hole. I think I'm going to put 2 of those. There we go. So I got 2 of those. 1 of these pink crystals. 1 of the bigger pink crystals. And another one of these little bitty pink crystals. This is going to be really pretty with this pink butterfly. And then 2 more of the little tiny pearls. One of them. 2 of them. Ooh, that's pretty and sparkly. And I'm going to just clip this off. And round nose pliers. And it does have a little pointy part sticking out, so I'm going to go back in and clip that off. Or that is my plan. There we go. Now let me pull that back. It's not straight. There we are. Is that right? That just looks odd to me. Well, it would probably help if I had the round nose pliers and not the flat nose pliers. Oops. And there we go. Another little bead dangling. So we now have 5 of those made. I do want to put the little angel one on. Oh, flat nose. I can't see. The bright lights are killing me, y'all. Let me grab a hold of this. Oh, completely came off. I'm about blind anyway, and then... Okay, and then all I'm going to do is twist this closed. And it is closed, and our little angel is dangling away. And on top of the angel, I'm going to put a copper bead cap at the bottom of that. And then put the pearl. My pin is not straight. And that doesn't look right. It's not sitting straight. So if it won't sit straight, I'm going to take it off. And we'll just put the pearl on here. And I'm going to put some of these, I'm going to put one of these other pearls on top of that. Chase it around and find the hole in it. There we go. And I'm going to put just a pink little crystal at the top or two. Oops. And my little tiny crystals are 4 millimeter, and they came from eBay. And you get 100 of them for $1. It just takes a minute to get them, that's all, because they're coming from eBay. Or they come from China. It takes a little bit of time to get them. But it's worth it. And no, they're not going to be perfectly sized and that kind of thing. And they are check glass. They're not Swarovski or anything. But for purposes of making charms, they are perfect. Oh, those are purple. That's okay. They can be purple. Thought I had pink ones. Now I had purple. That's okay. So we've got two little purple charms or beads. And there we go with a little angel at the bottom. Okay, the next one I'm going to put on a head pin. And I'm going to use. We're going to go back with purple. Two purple beads, a bead cap, a purple pearl, a bead cap, and I got to get out more little tiny purple gems. Where did they go? So there's another little box on my table somewhere. Yeah. Well, bear with me. Oh, dang it. We also made that one the other day out of one of those rose beads. Okay, it's not over on that side. There's the pearls. Well. Nothing has moved off my table. Oh, sorry. I had to move the camera for just a second. Okay, so it's not under the drawer, which my camera's propped up on it. Oh, drawer. So what I'm going to do, because I can't find the purple beads right now, I'm going to take it apart and put pink ones on here. Because I don't know where my little purple ones are. So we'll put pink ones, a bead cap, a pink pearl, the other bead cap, and I need another one, and another pink one, two pink ones. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, and we're going to snip this off. And we are going to wrap it around. And then I back it back up a little bit. And I have a little sticky out part, and that little sticky out part's going to get snipped off. Or flattened in because it won't snip off. Because you don't want to leave any sharp pieces hanging out. There we go. And there is that one. So, and then we made this the other day, and we put, it goes this way. There's a loop at the top. We can make another one out of the ivory rose. So we took our head pin. These are beads that I purchased from Karen Gillespie. She has a Facebook store, and I'm going to put her link below. Okay, so that head pin won't work. Just try different head pins on these because head pin sizes vary. Okay, we're going to put a little pearl on here first. This is the trick if your head pins go through your beads. Add a bead. And now put the rose on there. There we go. And I think what I want, because it's going to be ivory, hang on, y'all. I have my gemstones still here. And of course, here's the little purple ones. I find them now that were right in front of me. We'll do another one with the purple. But I wanted to get some clear. Those aren't exactly clear, but they'll work. They're frosted. Okay. These are 3mm. Uh-oh, don't open them upside down. And they're frosted AB coated. So AB coated just means they're going to sparkle more. I'm going to put a pearl on here first so we don't lose the sparkle. I don't like that you can see the wire. There we go. I pushed it down. Okay. Put out 2 of these. And they are tiny. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put everything shifted on one of those, one of the bigger cream colored pearls. I'm trying to hold all this together. Oh my word. Isn't this fun watching me chase beads around my board? There we go. Caught it. Well, hooey. And I'm going to put that on there. And I want one more of these little crystal things. And those also came from eBay. The little white crystals. 3mm. Oh, I got to clip it. And what I was thinking of doing with these is putting them on the front cover dangling from the top of the journal. And let me back that back up to center it. And that is not centered. And there we go. Another one of those. Okay, now that I found my little tiny purple things, yay. I'm going to make one out of purple. what did we do? We're going to put 2 purple ones. I got to get more silver bead caps out. And that is also over here. Where are they? Okay, so we got our 2 little purple ones. We're going to put on a bead cap. And we're going to put on a purple bead. And the other purple, or the other bead cap. And 2 more of these little purple ones. I really like these. These are just very delicate, very dainty looking, but very cute at the same time. Oopsie. And back that up a little bit so that it is centered over the beads. And there we go. A purpley one. And I think that's really about all we need for this last book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 made, plus the rows. But I want to make another one. Let's see. I think we're going to use that and put one of these. These are really pretty. I like the way they sparkle. These little teeny tiny pearls. And they come strung, so I don't know why they won't go over my little wire. Other than I'm blind as a bat and trying to do this. There we go. That one's not a good one. It was a weird shape. Okay. And I think I'm going to put one of these bigger pearls over the top. If I can get a hold of one. It's just a matter of finding the hole. There we go. Oh, that's pretty too. Let's just close it up, call it done. And back it up so that it hangs straight. And there we have that one. So now I'm going to look at chat and see what's going on. Thank you, Joyce. Hi, Katrine. Thank you for coming. And thank you. They're going to go on my journals. And hi, Brenda. You're not invisible. I see you. Hi, Laurel. Thank you for coming. The purple gotcha. Purple is my favorite color. Thank you, Jen. Those rose beads came from Karen Gillespie. She has a Facebook store, and I'm going to put a link below once the video uploads to her, to Dollar Bead, and to anywhere else I can think of to add. On eBay, just search the best thing you can do on eBay, because I purchased mine from several different places. If you want to do the eBay gems, is to go and just type in 4mm, because most of mine are 4mm crystals, and it will pull it. Actually, I typed in 4mm bicone, and that way it will pull it. And you'll get all kind of shops. Oh, you're fine, Kathy. I'm glad you're back. Oh, I agree, Jen. It's sometimes easier to type. I need to do there's a lot of things I need to be working on. I've got like 10 projects going at once. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you for coming. I definitely appreciate you being here. And yes, everything should be purple with sparkle, or turquoise and purple with sparkle. Oh, I love playing with beads and seeing what I can make out of them. Hi, Gloria. Thank you for coming. How are you today? That's always fun, waiting on maintenance people. Julie is lurking and painting. I know, Elizabeth, you and me both. The first time I heard you say you had 7-Eleven things, I busted out laughing. So something else I've been working on besides this, and I'm going to close up stuff because I think we're going to be done making beads for today. I made the ones I needed for my journal. And I'm going to have to find the link to where I got this. Paperclip beads. And I saw a better way to make them today, so I'm going to show you that. Where are my paper clips? Right there. Okay. What I saw today, and I can go back and link her video, but it's not her idea either. But this is her way of doing it. You know those offcuts of paper that we all seem to have? Like this. Where you cut stuff off from something, and you just have this weird offcut. What she's doing with her offcuts, and we don't need quite this much, so I'm going to cut it, is she's taking it. You want to use the long end of the paper clip, not the one with the short part. And you want to thread it through. And make sure that it's not too wide. You want to have space on each end. Okay, that's good. So she just threads it through. And then you want to put glue on it. Wrap it over. And make sure your paper is on here straight. This is a very crucial thing. And then fold your paper clip over. Slide it if you need to center it on your paper so you have a little loop at both ends. And then you want to wrap it. And you only have to go around here a couple of times. And one end of the paper clip's a little bit wider than the other. So one end will be tighter than the other one. And I'm going to go on and snip this because we don't need to keep going and going with the same piece. Because the idea here is for these to be flat. And then you just glue that. And I'm using my homemade decoupage on here. Seal the end up real good. And then you can embellish it. Now, in the video I watched this morning, she added like little lace bits. She added different things to it. What I want to use them for is what we just did. So I can't wrap it on there, but I can certainly take another eye pin, or we're going to use a head pin. Where did I put my bead board? I just had the bead board, y'all. How did it get gone? I just moved it. I put stuff on it. Okay, so I'm going to take a head pin. This is going to be a really simple one. And I'm going to take my head pin and one of these longer pearls, because we're just going to build this real fast. And I still have one of these little sparkly ones. Okay, so another little sparkly one, because that one doesn't want to work. We'll use a purple sparkle. Okay, so now I have this, but I'm not happy with just that. So, of course, I'm not happy with just that. That's too simple. We'll put a pearl and, well, aha, another little purpley one. Took the bead board away because we were done, and here I sit. Okay, so that's what we're going to make. And we're going to clip the end. And I'm going to make the little loop. Bend it back so it's centered and close it up. Okay, so now I have a closed loop. So now I have to take my flat nose pliers. Open that loop. Put my paper clip on the loop. And close the loop back. And I want to make sure it's closed because I don't want that to come off. And then what she also does, you can put ribbon at the top. She has clipped these on with ribbon. Like when she's got it on a tag, she'll put the ribbon through here, put it through the loop on the tag, and then this will dangle on a tag. So these can dangle in many different ways on your journal and in different places. So that's a new idea. And I will put a video link below for her video, the one I watched today that showed this other way of doing it. And this can use up these little cutoff strips that we all have. She also showed taking, I'm going to make another one. I'm not going to put a dangle on it. But she also showed taking little napkin bits, like when you make a napkin thing, something with a napkin, and you have a napkin bit left over. She decoupaged that little bit of napkin to the front of her paperclip embellishment. So it's just a new way to use your paper clips and your scraps of paper. And I wanted that pretty blue part, so I'm going to keep wrapping this one. There we go. Come back here. Put some more decoupage on it. And there you go. Nice little paperclip bead dangle. And they're almost flat, so they can be used in our journals, which is great, as extra little embellishments. I am doing good, Gloria. Hi, Helen. Hi, Kansas. How are you? Right, that's what she said. She said she was watching a paperclip necklace video, and she decided that there's got to be something besides necklaces because at her age, she said she wasn't going to be wearing a necklace. Well, that's all I had for today was the Happy Mail, the bead dangles, and these new little paperclip embellishments. So the cool thing is, this is offcuts from my newest journal that I'm working on. So I can make these out of the offcuts of my journal paper, and they're going to match my journal perfectly. Because it's offcuts from the paper that's in the journal. Oh, yeah, and they would make a great garland on something. Can you imagine doing this like on a little Christmas tree out of Christmas colors? Or that like star garland. If you watch One Happy Bird, she'd make stuff out of the star garland, the Christmas garland you get from Dollar Tree. You could wrap that around a paper clip, chain those things together, and it'd make really, I mean, the garland itself is pretty, but then you could hang other things in the middle of them, you know, like little jingle bells or something. Ooh, that sounds like a cool idea. So it's just just a different journal embellishment. You could also take and hang one of our little butterflies from the bottom of it. And you know what, y'all? Hang on a minute. I just had an idea. What if we string the butterfly on here first? And then, where's another paper offcut? Let me cut it. I don't need that much paper. And this is not going to match at all because this is not purple paper. But, well, I'll never get the butterfly back off of here. I'll figure it out. I don't have a blue butterfly. And then we put our paper in here as such. Making it straight as possible. I'll put something on here to embellish it so the purple won't look weird, or the pink. Line up our edges because she said that's important. Adjust the paper clip. Now this is going to be maybe a little bit more difficult because we do have a butterfly on the end over here to contend with, but I'm going to make it work. Okay, now I got to slide that down a little bit because I have no end at the other end. Okay, hang on. There we go. And then wrap it. And it keeps pulling. I must be pulling on the butterfly. Okay, hang on. I'm going to wrap it from this side so I keep my end open. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and glue it because we don't need all this paper. Snip it off. And wrap it around. And I lost my end. And it won't move, y'all. Oh, well, it won't move. And my paper went crooked. Hang on. Okay, yes. See, it did. I finally did get it to go. So now, let me put the pliers down so I'm not pointing at y'all with pliers. We have our butterfly on here and our paper. The only problem with this one is it would definitely need to be on the side of a journal or something because of the way the butterfly dangles, or part of the outside maybe of a charm dangle so the butterfly can be free. That is cute. I like it. So you can, if you have something like that, like a heart charm or something, string it. Keep in mind, though, that doing it this way, it's going to hang sideways like this does. So, like if I did a heart charm on here, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to want to hang like this. Whereas if I do a loop, I can get it to hang flat like I did the pearls. They're going to hang different. Whoops. So, yeah. But those are very cute embellishments, and I will put a link to her video also in the description box. One happy bird makes some great things. And true, Katrina, it doesn't have to match. Well, hopefully you got some good ideas here today, Jen, on some bead dangles, different maybe than what you've been doing. Yes, you could add a jump ring to the butterfly, Sue, and that would make it dangle the different way. That is great, Kansas. You could string them together and make a bookmark. That would be great. Oh, cool. Elizabeth, we need to check out your video. I will look for it and I'll link it. If that's okay. Elizabeth, I'll look for your video and I will link it below. Definitely. I love your videos, Elizabeth. But yeah, I can link that below if you don't mind, Elizabeth. So I'm going to put in the dollar bead link. I will put in a link to Karen's store. Okay, great, Elizabeth. I will hunt it and I will put it in here. I will link it in here. So I'll have a link to Dollar Bead, a link to Karen Gillespie's Facebook store, as well as a link to Elizabeth's video and a link to the other paperclip video that I watched this morning for this idea here. And then, like I said, she shows putting on little snippets of fabric and things to change these. I like them just as they are. But she also shows how to embellish the paper a little bit more in her video. And it's not that long of a video. Oh, you all are welcome. So let me make a note to self here because I'm forgetful. And I should have some kind of scrap paper I can run. Here we go. Envelope. So I need to link Elizabeth's paperclip beads. The one from this morning. Dollar bead. In Karen Gillespie's store. Facebook store. I've been buying from Karen for about probably 2 to 3 years. She's great. Customer service is great. She's in Florida. And she does not just have a Facebook store. So for those of you in Florida, when you go to her page, it does give the address of the physical store. You actually might be able to go to the physical store whereas I don't have that opportunity. Oh, you all are so welcome. So that's all I have today. Does anybody have any questions? Now I'm looking for my little red top pin that I put in my glue. Aha, I found it. This is a glossy accents bottle that the hubster pries the lid off of for me and refills with my homemade Mod Podge. But it keeps clogging, so now I have this pin on here. And this keeps it from clogging. And I got this idea from the people who have that, whatever kind of glue it is, that glitter glue stuff with the that comes with the little pin and the small. So that's where I got that idea. Oh, her online store is awesome. It's a bead store in Florida, and I'm not sure where she's exactly where the location is, but she does have it on her Facebook store. And so you would have to look to see when you go to the Facebook store where the physical store is located. But it's really cool. I get all kind of stuff from her. I've bought beads from her. I've bought eye pins from her. She has some unusual stuff that you don't see everywhere else. So, that kind of thing. So, and her prices are very, very reasonable. Yes, I'm being an enabler. But Karen is where I get my heart charms. And I have butterfly beads that I did not use, but let me show you those because those also came from Karen. My bead caps came from Karen. Where are the butterflies? So here are the butterfly beads, and they're an actual bead. So we could actually make one of these. Oh, now I go again. Let's get a head pin. So see, it's a bead. It sits like that. And these came from Karen Gillespie. And I think on our butterfly, we're going to put... Okay, I'm going to do something a little different. Where did they go? Oh, and there's a jump ring. How cool is that? Not that we need the jump ring, but there is a jump ring in there. Okay, and then some pearls. So... we'll put this on here. I'm going to bring my bead board back because, yeah. For just a moment, we're going to have the bead board back. Keeps everything from rolling around. Okay. I'm going to start with a little pearl. The problem is I think I know where the hole is, and then it's not there. And then I'm going to put one of these little champagne colored 4mm. I'm going to put a gold pearl on here. Another champagne colored 4mm. And another little white tiny pearl. Okay. And now we just have to snip it. And round those pliers it. So if you have head pins and any kind of beads, this will work. And there we have it. Now we have a little butterfly charm with a gold bead and some little gold crystally things and the little pearls. And we have that bead dangle. Okay. So that's another idea, but that's the butterflies also came from Karen Gillespie. So when I post that link, please check her store out, y'all. I don't get anything for referring you to her store at all. Hi, Mia. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Thank you, Mia. Hi, Kristen. So we went through Happy Mail. We're pretty much done. I'm good, Melissa. Thank you for asking. So what we made today, let me get some kind of background besides the rooster. We'll use the pretty napkin. So today we made these bead dangles. Hopefully those will show up on the napkin for the last of my triplets. And these are going to go down on the pages of the journal. We made a lot of these today. Oh, there's one more up here. And then we made the white rose. One. So these are the bead dangles that we made today. And we made some paperclip dangles. And I'm going to link that video below. Once this is uploaded and I can edit, I'm going to add several links in the description box. Thank you, Jen. And Brenda's internet's all messed up. So we were just about done. I was just going to say we could just chit-chat, you know, sit and chat and catch up or whatever. Tomorrow, see, tomorrow is Wednesday. Probably not going to go live tomorrow. If I do, it'll be impromptu. I do need to finish the journal. If I do go live tomorrow, would it be a flip through of the triplets? Because the third triplet is finished. Oh, I'm looking at the third triplet. What am I saying? No, it's not. Doesn't even have a cover on it. Second triplet's finished and needs its bead dangles. Third triplet is not done at all. I have to put ribbon and stuff on it. So probably Thursday, I'll go live with a flip through of the triplets completed. And then I will get them in my Etsy shop or on my Foxy Facebook page. One of the two. So that's where I am with the triplets. And I've already started working on 2 other journals. I made napkin paper the other night live. And I've already turned one of my napkin papers into a journal cover. Bye, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for coming. So Thursday, I'm going to plan on doing a flip through live of the 3 triplets so we can get them posted and up in the Etsy store. So I probably won't come on at all tomorrow because I'll be finishing up the 3rd triplet offline because it seems to go much better that way. So, y'all, that's really all I had today was just making the dangles for the journal and showing you how the way I found to make these is really cool. And adding those in there like flat so you can add embellishments to tags and now your journal pages and everything with these little paper clips. So that's it, everybody. If y'all just want to sit and chat, we can just sit, chat, and catch up. I can lower the camera better so I can see the chat. Oh, that's going to make it. Oh, that gives you all a really nice view. Let me do that. Move the camera closer. But now I can see the chat better. Do we have any questions or anything? So what does everybody else have planned? And I'm going to cut the landing strip lights off. Or one of them anyway. Ooh. Hold up. See, y'all have stuff laying on my table, which I just saw these. Well, they've been here for a minute. Hang on. How do I get in this package? Flocker Friendship Journal. Cool. This is what I saw. Let me get it off. Reach across the camera. Sorry about that. Little dot of messy glue. Let me dab some of that. Look, y'all. I just added sparkly blingy stuff. So you know what? The bling. Oh, wait. Hold up. And I said we were done. Where is it? My basket of goodies over here from my journal. I'm looking for a specific thing. Okay, I'm going to have to do this. One moment. One momento. I just had this idea. I just have to find what I'm looking for in my basket without dumping everything on the floor. I found it. Here's another idea. And I know we probably only need about 4 or 5 pieces of this. So if you do make these little paperclip embellishments, here's another idea. Boy, I mix that Mod Podge up really thin. You could add bling down the front of it. That is pretty. And it just adds a little sparkle to what you're working on. Everything is better with a little sparkle on it. So now we have the blingy one. And we have the one with the heart on it. Oops, I lost a heart. I'll just put it on the butterfly one. Or not. Because it doesn't want to stick. There we go. Oops. So, yep, everything's better with a little bling on it. Oh, that's okay, Mia. I'm fine. So you're shooting for October 1st, Melissa, to get down there all the time? Cool. Melissa, you do have a happy mail that's supposed to arrive at your house today from me. So you'll have it when you get back. I love watching people do their flocker journals and because it gives me ideas for pages. Oh, it came yesterday? Cool. It's feathers and some painty paper. But I think you'll like it. Well, thank you, Mia. And it's not my idea, so I'm going to link the video below where I got the idea from. And I have a note of what videos to link below, or what things. Elizabeth told me it was okay to link her bead one that she has for her journal beads, or bead dangles. So I'm going to find her video and link it. And then I've been making dangles like these for jewelry for a while. Like for earrings and stuff. Because I've made earrings that look just like this pretty much. And just attached them to poster wires. Thank you, Mia. So you can make earrings out of these as well. You just need to have some wire ear hooks with the loop on the bottom. And then you can hook this on there and make you some cute little dangly earrings as opposed to just using them as bead dangles. So like this would make a cute pair of earrings because they match. And it would be a pair of earrings. But they're going on a journal. So anybody that's done jewelry can definitely change their jewelry making into bead dangle making. Or chunky charms even, because you can add these all to a chain and make chunky charms. Oh, Brenda, well, they may not have got them mailed out till the weekend either because the 20th was the deadline. So it just could be that they haven't mailed them or they mailed them at the very end of time. Like I didn't get mine out till Saturday, so I know everybody's supposed to get their stuff today. Oh yeah, Norway can take a minute. Let's see, last month, did I have Norway? I had somebody overseas last month. I don't remember. The address was weird. It was Linda. I do believe I had Linda last month. And it takes a minute. It took a minute for mine to get to her. It takes a minute for hers to get here. But I liked having the international. So I have a whole nother set of those to make for the other journal. The third one that's sitting up there, not covered with a cover yet. I haven't even made its cover. So I'm going to be working on that. Like I said, off camera. Because y'all already seen me do this twice. You don't want to watch me do it a third time, I'm sure. Hi, Crafty Kitty. How are you? So, but I have in the works 2 other journals. I've got their papers printed out, ready to go once I'm done with these. I think journals are going to be my thing. As well as painty paper. But I like journals. I have found that I really like the whole aspect of the tea dyeing the paper. The ironing, it's not so much, but in order to print on it, you have to iron it. So the edges are smooth and will go through the printer. So I think I really do like this. Finding the papers that I want to use and that kind of thing. Making my own little papers. And so I think the journals are where I'm going to head toward. And we'll just have to see how that works. How does it work out? So that's what I have on my crafting plans. Oh, and then, y'all, this is something you will see me make if I can make sure Shauna doesn't watch. She's my niece. She doesn't really watch my videos, but I think she's subscribed. I'm going to have to check. Because I had an idea for her Christmas present. She came over. Well, thank you for coming, Melissa, and I will be on yours later tonight. Thank you. I really do appreciate your support. Thank you so much. She was over here the other day and she was looking through my journals and she's like, I love the vintage. I just love it. So I was thinking, because she is one of those people who posts all their life events on Facebook. So I can go to her Facebook page and I can hijack, borrow, temporarily retrieve photos. And I want to make her like a memory book of from the time that her and Manuel got married and then through up to now. And I want to leave blank pages in the back for her to add to it. So kind of like a memory book. And I was thinking I could build that on here, period, you know, work on it. If she watches it, she watches it. But I don't think she really watches my videos. So I think that's one of the things that we will be making on here. Are you leaving us, Mia? So that's one of the things I'm going to make like a memory. It's not going to be an album. I'm not into all the chipboard, having to measure everything precisely, I'm not into that. So it will be in the journal format, but it'll be set up so that she will have empty pages that she can put photos on and add things to at the end of the book, at the end of the journal. So it may be a thicker one because I do want to leave her room to add to it and to journal in it and write things down under the pictures and that kind of thing. But I thought that would make a great Christmas present. And vintage, really pretty vintage rose kind of style. So I'm going to be working on that periodically from now till Christmas. Would you all like to see something like that be made? Is that something that would interest you all? Cool, Sue. Because I'm going to make it, whether I do it online or offline. It's something that I am going to work on. Okay, Gloria. I'm not going to start it right now because I have the other two in the works. Plus, I have to go hijack, gently borrow. Let's see, Katrina. I'm trying to think because Katrina comes up with the greatest terms for this. I don't want to steal her pictures, but I want to like retrieve them electronically for future use. There we go. That's true, Sue. And I've seen people do albums, but I don't think I've seen like a memory book journal kind of thing. So I think it'll be interesting. And I think I want to make it at a 9x12 paper, which is going to prove to be interesting because my printer doesn't like 9x12. I may have to go buy legal paper to print on, to coffee dye and print on, a legal pad. Thank you, Jen. And we added bling to our paperclip ones. I don't know if you were still here when we did that, but we did add some bling to the paperclip. Right, Brenda. But for me to print it on 9x12 paper, I may have to get legal paper. The printer will take legal paper, I do believe. It just has to be loaded. But because I want to make it 9x12, well, if I made the cover 9x12, see, now I'm thinking out loud. I could do 8.5x10 paper, folded in half. I wouldn't have to trim anything. Ooh, that would work. We got it. Okay, great, Jen. I could definitely, because like I said, I'm going to make one, and it's whether or not I do it on camera. And if it's something you all would like to see me do on camera, I will do it on camera. Did you all get to see me make the napkin paper the other day? I mean, we're still here and I have nothing else to do. I can show you real quick how I did it. Because I have another napkin I need to make napkin paper with. I can resize the pick to fit whatever size paper, simply by, but sometimes when you enlarge them, they get really pixelated. I think I'm just going to use 8.5 by 11 folded in half with a 9 by 12 cover. Okay, Crafty Kitty. Napkin paper. Let me just shift stuff out of the way here, because I don't want to get glue on all this. No, no, no. No, no, we don't want glue on this. I have a little bowl up here I'm going to drop those into so I don't lose my little dangles. I'm just moving everything else off to the side. And this is how that my rooster got messed up. I think I'm going to flip it over though so I can scrub the other side, not scrub on this one anymore. This is what I'm going to make into napkin paper. But to start with, where did my pad of paper? Aha. This is from Dollar Tree. It is 40 sheets of 9 by 12 inch sketch pad paper. And we are going to use one sheet of this. And it's very thin, but it works. So I have to raise the camera back up a little bit because it's going to get in the way of my paintbrush. So I have to peel my napkin. This is not the napkin for that journal. Hang on. Let me get the right napkin. That's for the quadruplet. One moment. Well, you know what? We're going to make it out of this. I'll just make it out of this. We're good. So we have to open it up and we have to peel it. And these separate. Me blowing on it usually will, and it does separate it. I just have to now get in there where it separated it and get it apart. There we go. I'm only going to use half, so I'm going to cut it down the middle. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, this is where it's going to seem a little odd. Let me turn the other light back on. We got a shadow. That's an empty. Not empty. Okay. I'm going to use glue stick to glue this down with. Because it will glue down flat without all the wrinkles that you get. So this, Katrine makes glue paper or napkin paper. This is a variation of what Katrine has done in her videos. So I've kind of taken what Katrine did and adapted a little bit. Because my napkins kept wrinkling up and I don't like that. So and I just want to make sure I have it good and coated where the napkin is going to sit. This by no means is going to be what holds our napkin in place permanently. This is just to get it to lay down. So now we're going to lay our napkin down and I'm going to start at one side. And it's got a few wrinkles, so I'm gently pull it back. And it's got some air pockets. Gently pull it back again. Now you could not do that with wet glue. If it's once it's down, it's down. So all I'm doing right now is just gently putting this down on here, making sure I get rid of the air pockets. And it's going to have, it's got a few wrinkles, but it's got nowhere near the wrinkles it would have had. Oops, till now. Pull that back up. I don't like it. Okay, finally. I am happy with how it looks. I'm sitting here just rubbing over it to make sure it's got good adhesion. Now, I take polyacrylic in a matte finish. And my big brush. And let me get on camera all the way. And I apply the polyacrylic. And I have a hair. We don't want a hair in our napkin paper. And I just do this in a thin coat. This is what's really going to hold the napkin in place. The glue that we put down, Lord have mercy, my words are failing me. The stick glue, the glue stick that we put down was just simply to hold the napkin in place. Now I'm going to put this over, and this is going to get like 3 coats of this on it, and I will show you a finished one. I can show you a couple of finished ones because I did them on a live stream with Kathy on the weekend. And I want to make sure I get my edges. If you do get an air bubble, you can take a straight pin and get rid of your air bubble. Okay, and I usually let it just air dry. And that's not going to take long. It's a very thin coat. So, finished products. I made this one out of a cameo napkin, and that one's cut because that's going to be pages. So that's what I do with the other 2 squares is I use them. That's for book pages. This is the cover. Oops, let me turn it right side up. Now on this one, I did paint the paper pink and put the napkin over it. And this is going to be for a cover and then to be used as book pages or envelopes in that journal. Or inside covers for that matter. And it's on that same Dollar Tree paper. Here's another one. Now this one, I did not use the glue stick on it and it wrinkled really bad, but I like it. And they're crinkleable. And this is on book paper. Now I painted this one as well and it's on book paper. And then this is the last one. And I also finished the back side with the polyacrylic as well. And also on book paper, I put the other 2 squares. So I do finish the back with the polyacrylic. It becomes very pliable and movable. And they're just really cool. And you wouldn't realize that this is, I mean, you can see that this is a book page, but it folds on itself. It doesn't stick to itself at all. Very pliable. So this is the way I do my napkin paper. I use the glue stick first. Now, a friend of mine uses the glue stick, glues the napkin down, and then runs it through her die cut machine. So she gets really unique looking die cuts doing that because of the colors on the napkins. Hi, Anne. How are you today? And thank you, Katrine, for the tip about starting from the middle and working out. It's easier to make it crinkle free. That is a very good tip. My day is going good so far. So, see, and that's almost dry. I do, like I said, I do very thin coats. So when it's dry, we'll put another coat on it. And I need to find my paper towel roll. And I use the polyacrylic because it does not dry sticky. Sometimes Mod Podge will dry sticky. But this way it does not dry sticky at all. I've got some paper towel. Well, that's not, I'm not going to be able to tell if that's dry or not. My hands are wet. It's a little tacky. I'm going to get the heat gun and finish drying. It'll be just a moment. There we go. And you would think that this paper would crinkle. It doesn't really get... Oh, it's not dry on the other side. Hang on. I don't want to soak my paper. Let me dry the back. Okay. So the thin paper works really good for this, you all. Yes, you could do that, Brenda. So now what we're going to do is we're going to apply another coat of the polyacrylic. I prefer the semi-gloss polyacrylic, but the Hubster Enabler dude thought I said matte, and he bought matte kind, so I'm using it, and he bought a great big bottle. So I'm using the matte. But it still has a shine to it. I've about decided they can't really make it matte. So I'm okay with that. So we're just going to put another thin coat. Now, Katrine likes sparkle. So I think her third coat, she puts the glitter stuff, which I have made up, Katrine. I have the glitter stuff made. I have some of this Minwax in a separate bottle with glitter in it. So we can add sparkle. And then I have found that the glitter that I used, even though it said it was ultra fine, doesn't always lay flat. So I put another coat over top of it. And so right now I'm just smoothing. There's some spots that seem to have a lot of ripples in there. And I'm just trying to work those out carefully, not to rip the napkin. Now, the first time through, I won't do this because that can cause the napkin to rip. Second coat and third coat, you have a better chance of getting it all to lay flat. Okay. So I'm going to heat gun it again to dry it faster. And this is about the size of journals that I'm going to be making. It's the size of the napkin. So this works out perfect. If you did want to use, make one like what I'm talking about making for my niece, where I'm going to need to use the whole paper, I would get a napkin with an overall print like this, and I would double it so that I could make use of the whole paper as a cover. Or you can paint across the top and the bottom. Hi, Art Sell Lover. How are you? Thank you for coming. Okay. And that is dry. And so you can see, well, the back's not quite dry. Let's dry the back before I say anything about you can see stuff. So it'll be dry in just a moment. I am making napkin paper for journal covers currently, yard sale. We made bead dangles earlier and it went through Happy Mail. And so now we are making napkin paper that I use for journal covers. Okay, so now it is completely dry, and you can see, even though this is on paper, it's very flexible, it's very malleable, it's not sticking to itself. Hi, Joey. How are you? Great. Thank you for your name. I appreciate that. So yard sale is Gina. Thank you so much. So that's what this is. And I can show you, this is going to be one of my future journals, y'all. Let me remove all of the contents because I've got all of its papers and stuff printed out already and some embellishments started. Oops, I dropped things. Okay, let me just set that off to the side. This is a napkin that I made over the weekend. It's like the pink one. This is a Little Debbie Nutty Buddy bar box that has been cut down. And now I have made a journal cover out of this. I just covered another sheet of paper with paint and applied it. Same paper. Painted it. Applied it as my inside for now. I may change that. I am going to do a beaded spine. So I'm going to sew through here, not a hidden spine, because I have some gorgeous glass beads in this color that I think would look really pretty on here. So I will be doing the beaded stitched in signatures. this is what I do with these papers. I cut them, I find a box that they will fit on. And see, as you can see, this box is, I told my husband he's going to have to eat a lot more of these. Because that box is perfect for these napkins. Thank you, Anne. So that's what I do with my napkin papers. I've been making journal covers. Like I said, if you wanted to make a bigger journal cover, instead of cutting the napkin in half, I'm putting all of my contents back in my book. Instead of cutting the napkin in half so that you would have wider, you would just use the whole napkin. Whereas I cut it in half. And then I would use this for embellishments. I would apply it to another sheet of paper. But instead of cutting it, you would just apply the whole napkin to the paper. And that would give you this whole 9x12 sheet that you can use as a cover, which is what I'm going to do for the one I'm making for my niece for Christmas. I'm going to use a whole 9x12 sheet of paper as her cover. So I will apply a napkin. So I need a napkin like this with an overall print on it that will be able to be used as the cover. So when I'm looking at napkins, I'm looking for, you know, things that can be cut and leave an overall print like this, things that can be used as a whole napkin, and which I did for my journals. Let me grab the finished one. This is a napkin. And on this one, I used the whole napkin and just trimmed the edges off because it is a 9x12 cover. So on this, I used the whole napkin. And it's the same napkin paper. It's just now been applied to a cover. And then I had printed out paper on the inside. But yeah, so that's what I would do for hers, is I would use the same, do the same thing. A bigger sheet of, well, actually, this was not done on this paper. This is a 9x12 envelope cut open. So I could use more of the napkin. But the same technique of using, gluing it down to paper, putting the finish over the top of it. Same technique. I'm going to trim these edges off. Now, if we save these edges, we can apply them to our paperclip beads, which we also made earlier in the video. I'm not going to save this little skinny edge, though. Little skinny edge is going to go away. And that is not glued down at all. Right there. How that got missed, I don't know, but we're going to fix it. There we go. Fixed. And all I did was dip my finger in the... Probably shouldn't do that. Paperclip beads. Okay, I can show you those. Hang on. Let me move my paper. This is paperclip bead. And I made 3 of them today. And I can do another one. They're really simple. If y'all don't mind watching it again so that Gina can see. Gina, what we did, we got... And I'm going to keep that napkin and we're going to use it. I took a paper clip. Let me put all this stuff back in my bowl. These are journal dangles that we made to go on a journal. And I will show you those since the bowl is right here. So these all can go on a journal. These are going to go in that new journal I just showed you with the cameo. This is some of the offcuts from the paper from that journal. But these other ones are going on one like the journal I just showed you. I made them specifically for that journal. And we made a bunch. Oh, that's a little angel one. And then we made these out of these big rose beads. These are beads. And we made that little butterfly one out of a butterfly bead. So hang on and let me put all that back. Grab my paper clip. And let me get an offcut of paper. So these offcuts of paper, I'm going to use the lighter one. That we've been, you know, everybody has the little offcuts, especially when you're making a journal and you have to cut down your paper. you want to take and you want to thread this through your paper clip. This is the short side. Do you see that? That's the short side of the paper clip. We don't want that side. You want the side that's a solid piece. So you're going to thread your paper between the two little wires like this. And we are going to apply this as homemade Mod Podge to the paper. And you're just going to fold it over that wire. You want to make sure to keep your edges lined up. And then you're going to fold your paper clip down onto the paper and wrap. And you want to make sure that you keep a partial loop at both ends. And I'm only going to wrap it a couple of times. You don't have to wrap and wrap. And I'm going to trim my paper, trim my paper off kind of straight. Apply some more glue. Fold it over and squish. Or smoosh. Smoosh is a technical term. Okay, and we have it smooshed. Now you have a flat bead that you can use on bead dangle. Not bead dangle. You can use it on a tag. The video that I'm going to put up in the description box, Gina, she put ribbon through here, put it through the hole on her tag, and then this became a dangle on the tag. The way I showed it a moment ago, with like the pearl on the end, you could still put your ribbon through the top of that. Oh, hang on. I also put a little heart on the front. So you can put your ribbon through the front, through the top of that and loop it through a tag, and that just adds some interest. Hi, Shazzy Mac. That would just add some interest to a tag. You can also use it as a dangle. Someone in chat was saying, I think it was Jen, string a whole bunch of them together and make it into a bookmark. So you could do that. You would just need to make sure you strung them before you, like, string the next one on before you put the paper on it. So now I'm going to take a little teeny tiny bit of our napkin. And I'm going to get rid of all the little straight edges on it. And just tear it. I'm going to add just a tiny bit of glue. Oops, I wrinkled it. A little bit more glue. I didn't have enough. And wrap that around. So now I have the paper. I've sealed it. And it's got that little piece of napkin on it. And you can add embellishments to it. So that one is that way. This one, I put a butterfly on the end. You would want it, if you're going to do this, put a jump ring first. I didn't do that. I put a little heart on it. That one also has a little heart on it. And this one, haven't done anything to the bottom yet, but I put bling down the middle of it. So there's all kind of different things you can do with these. In the video, she embellished hers with like little bits of fabric and those kind of things. So just, you know, this is, your imagination can run wild. It's a little teeny tiny canvas. So I'm going to use those in my new turquoise journal with the cameos on it, because those are the offcuts from that. So I'm going to make a bunch of those for that journal. Oops, missed the hole. So I will link that video that I watched this morning with this on it. I was making them a different way, kind of the same, but I was wrapping the paper around them a lot. I got debris, so that it was like a fatter bead. I think I like the flat ones better. Not that there's anything wrong with these, but I do like the flat ones better. I mean, these came out pretty. I have so much stuff on my table. I have a handful of those. So, but that's the paperclip beads. Oops, don't grab up the one that's wet. So thank you, Joey, but it's not my idea. I'm borrowing it, and it wasn't the lady that I watched this morning. She said it wasn't her idea either, but she changed it up by adding the embellishments. Now, my embellishments are even different than her embellishments. Fabric would look great. Now, she did make one out of fabric. She took a small scrap strip of fabric. It had flowers on it and did the same thing instead of paper. That one looked gorgeous. I don't have any extra fabric strips I can use. But yes, you could do fabric. So you could go like to Walmart, get some really pretty fabric, on clearance, or buy those fat quarters. And you could use fat quarters, cut it in strips, and make beads out of it to put on your, journals, or just as charms on something. They would even make cute earrings that in my opinion, put like a little heart or something down here, put your earring post up here, and you would have some kind of cute little earrings. So it's an idea. Boho paper clips. Exactly. Now she also did one where she used like a little scrap of like gauze material, but it wasn't gauze, and she left it, it was muslin. She left it, the ends tattered. So all up here and down here and on the side where it glued, it was the tattered ends, and that was really pretty. So she did one out of muslin with the frayed edges, and then she did one with regular fabric that wasn't frayed, and it was a really pretty print. All different kinds of things we can do with these. And it's just something new and different. And another way to use up things that you already have on hand. And the great thing is we all have offcuts. Pretty much everybody has paper clips. We all have offcuts of paper that we just, put somewhere and save for when we need them for something. What I was looking at doing was making washi tape to go in my journal out of my offcuts. But now I'm going to make some paper clips and some washi tape. So, we have those offcuts. We have paper clips. It's just another different way to use a paper clip. And I thought it was kind of cool. Oh, you're cold, Chazzy? I'm sorry. I hate being cold. I was cold the other day. My husband looked at me like I was nuts because it was 80 degrees outside. And I'm like, I don't care what it is outside. It's what is it now? And what am I? I'm cold. And I wanted to make soup for supper because I was cold. I'm like, I want to make vegetable soup. 80 degrees outside and I want vegetable soup. He said I didn't make vegetable soup. I wanted to, that or chili, because I was cold. I can't stand to be cold. Jumping jacks. Now that could get us injured soon. I'm not able to do jumping jacks. I could do a motion of a jumping jack, stand there and make one leg go out, keep, one leg stand still, one leg go out and raise your arms up and down. I could do those kind of jumping jacks, but the actual jumping part, that's not going to happen. I can't do the actual jumping part anymore. Let's see how our paper's doing. Oh, it's dry. So now, where'd my glittery stuff? Aha. Let me put the lid back on here. Here is the glittery stuff. And I have to shake and shake. Unlike Katrine's glittery stuff, I do not have one. I could make one. All you would do, though, Shazzy, is take your double-sided tape and apply it to the back of this. Keep the wax paper on it when you're ready to use it as washi. Pull that strip off and stick it down. Artie Mays. That's where I got that from. She does have a video. I can link that as well. Hang on. I will add it to my linkage list. Artie Mays washi tape. Video. Because that's all she did. Well, she actually she prints out strips. She has a paper. Oh, you're welcome, Shazzy. And it does stick. But she has a paper with strips on it that's a free download. And it's got the strips pre-printed. She just flips it over, puts the double-sided tape over the whole back of it and cuts it out when she needs it and peels the backs off and just puts it down. So this would probably need 2 strips of tape on it as wide as it is, or cut it down even further, make it into 1/2-inch strip, and then you can use it as washi. So that's what I was going to use with some of my offcuts, so my washi tape would match my book. And so, since it's not my idea and it's her idea, I'm going to just link her video below once this gets uploaded. So our paper is good. Let me open Katrine. And like I said, Katrine, my stuff, my glitter sunk to the bottom. Some of it does float. Most of it sunk to the bottom. Get out our brush. And I also noticed with my glitter, this right now is pretty smooth. And my glitter is not. So it needs another coat over top of it. And I just do a thin coat again over the entire surface of the napkin. Now you could also paint the back of this paper because I'm using it as a cover. I don't see the sense in putting paint on it. It's going to get glued down to whatever substrate I use. So I do not paint the backs of my covers. And now I'm going to lift it so I can see how much glitter's on there. It is glittery. I don't think y'all can see it, but it's got glitter. Right, Katrine, carpet tape. That's right. You said something about making it with carpet tape. Works as well because it's double-sided. So any kind of double-sided tape would work. Do not. Unless you get the red kind from Dollar Tree, don't buy the kind on the roll. It is double-sided tape, but it has no protection on it. So when you lay it down, you need to be ready to use it. It's sticky on both sides. And I bought some not knowing what I was getting. And that's what I got. I won't buy any more because so if this was the double-sided tape, this side is sticky. There's nothing to protect it. So it's in my house collecting dust and stuff. This side is also sticky. So when you put this down, you have to be ready to use it because they're sticky on here. There's nothing there to protect it. No wax paper coating, no nothing. So the Dollar Tree on the roll, unless it's the kind with the red on it that has that red wax paper that looks like Scotch tape. So if it's the double-sided tape that looks like Scotch tape from Dollar Tree, that's the one not to buy. I don't recommend that one. It was the first time I ever bought double-sided tape, and it was a mistake. I'm coming over to paper crafting. I've only been doing this since April from jewelry making and polymer clay. And so I didn't have a need in jewelry making and polymer clay for double-sided tape. So that's one thing I didn't have was double-sided tape. I had a lot of this other stuff. I had paint for my polymer clay and, you know, embellishments and stuff. But with wallpaper stripes. Oh, Katrine, I missed the wallpaper stripes part. That's cool. Now, I did make washi tape also for masking tape, but masking tape is not porous. So, and I can do a video on this. I haven't seen anybody do this, but my friend Joe, have at it, told me to buy this medical tape. And with the medical tape, you put it on something like my board here that's plastic. And then you take and you can stamp on it. You can paint it and then stamp it. It's still sticky. You pull it up and you can wrap it around a popsicle stick or a spool or something to save it. But this, because it's porous, my masking tape not being porous, the ink, when I stamped on it, had a hard time drying. So I bought this to make washi with. So I can do a video on this kind of washi tape. And we are working on getting this dry so we can apply another coat of the plain to it. I don't know that my glitter even got picked up. Can y'all see? Let me dry it and look at it. Hang on just a moment. Heat gun. Okay. So it is dry. And it is semi-glittery. There's glitter on here. Just not a lot. I'm going to do a second coat of glitter because I don't like how it didn't get very much. I mean, if I got glitter on it, I want to see glitter. So I'm going to dig down into my glitter jar and get some glitter off the bottom. Katrine's glitter just floats in hers. My glitter doesn't do that. Oh, I know I got glitter now. I can see it already. Much better. And I used ultra fine glitter, but it must not be that ultra fine because it all sank to the bottom. Get a little bit more. There we go. And it is iridescent white glitter. It's got the different colors in it that we're supposed to be able to see. I'm putting some over here because I think that's part of it. Is I keep dragging it from the one side to this side. So. Dogs are barking. Sorry. I don't know what they heard. Okay, now I'm going to try to get my brush strokes to go away. They will stop in just a moment, y'all. I'm so sorry. They've been so quiet the whole time. Okay, drop that back in the water. Okay, we're just going to heat gun it from the beginning. And now I do see sparkles, so we are good now. Hey, y'all stop. Looks like it might rain. That's it. Okay, hang on, y'all. And thank you for not leaving. YouTube shut down on me. I was waiting. It's been doing it every time I go live. YouTube closes down. I'm surprised it made it this long. And I lost a couple of people. I'm sorry. I do always come back. But YouTube, my YouTube app, it's been doing that since it updated. I was surprised it made it this long. Okay. So now we have some, oh yeah, y'all can see that, I think. Sparkling glitter that we didn't have before. It's pretty smooth, but I am going to put another coat on it after we end, and I need to dry the back. And the back of it also gets sealed. I haven't done that. I do put 2 to 3 coats of the plain polyurethane polyacrylic on the back so that the whole thing is sealed before I use it as a cover. But as y'all see, it's very pliable and bendable, and it doesn't look like napkin or paper at this point. And doesn't feel like it either. Thank you, Jen. Yes, I have Crafty puppies, and they're usually good, but they heard something outside. It may have thundered, a car door. I don't know. But they're very good most of the time. But they heard something, so they're going to do what dogs do, and they're going to bark. But now they're quiet again. So there is our book cover, and I'm just gonna, I don't cut them down or anything. I leave them until I'm ready to put them on the book cover. I have a bin from Dollar Tree that will hold the 9x12 paper like this, and I just lay them in there. They're not going to stick together. I haven't had any problem with anything sticking. If you're worried about that, put wax paper between them, definitely. But you don't. That's not something with this that you have to worry about. If I did want to put it on a bigger cover, I could paint this in gold paint or something to match it a little bit. Or gold and black so that it kind of matches this. And use the whole sheet. But I'm planning on just using the napkin portion for my book. So that's how I make my napkin paper. Everybody does napkin paper different. So if you want it to be more translucent, more clear, you could take something like this, which is non-porous, non-stick. Put a layer of glue, put your napkin down on here, and then do the same thing. And when you peel it up, it will be translucent, or as translucent as it can be. This has white backing on it, so it's not completely clear. But that's that. And we did a lot today, and we've been on here for almost, well, a little over 2.5 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and end. I will be back on Thursday, hopefully with a... Exactly. You have a whole new thing you can do with paper, Jen. I know, I love it. Another thing you can do is, this is tea-dyed paper or coffee-dyed that I printed on. This is a free image. Well, the whole page. Hang on. That's just ridiculous. I have an extra one over here. Okay, that was me. That was me. I thumped it on the table hard. Hey. Okay. That's because I thumped my stuff on the table. This is the paper. This is one print. I did set it up so that it would print 2 of them so I could fold it in half and have a book page. Because I didn't want to stretch it. I printed it on coffee dyed paper. So it was already kind of coffee dyed in the background. It just came out a little bit darker. But that's another thing if you've never done that. Your dogs are barking at my dogs. I'm sorry. So Thursday I'm going to hopefully come back to do a walkthrough of the finished triplets. And then I'm going to upload, and that's a journal that was supposed to be 1 journal, 3 signatures. It was so fat and fluffy that it was not usable at all. It would only open like this much. So I separated it into 3 journals. I'm almost through with those. Thank you, Jen. I hope you have a great day too. I am going to finish the 3rd one. And then Thursday do a walkthrough of all 3. They're going to get uploaded in my Etsy store. And here is the last little bead that we made with the napkin on it. It is now dry. So, I know, I always wonder that too, what they're saying to each other. So that'll be the next time I come live. It's on Thursday, hopefully to do a walkthrough of my 3 triplets and get those uploaded into my Etsy store. And then I can begin working on my next 2 journals. Because like I said earlier, I think journals are my thing. I love them. Just the different ways you can go with the journal and that kind of thing. I also do like making painty papers, and I like making the little embellishments. So the Twilight bark. Huh? So anyway, we're going to end this. I hope everybody has a great day. I appreciate everybody coming and watching today. Once the video uploads, because as soon as I stop it, it starts processing. Once it's processed, I can go in and edit it, and I can add all the links that we talked about. So I will edit it and get the links added. That's true, Jen. I hadn't thought about that. But for the most part, mine are quiet until they hear something outside or until I do something like bonking that stuff on the table. Oh, you are so welcome, Crafty Kitty. I'm so glad that you got to see me make that. I hope everybody has a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in other streams later. And then I'll be back on Thursday. Thank you, and you all have a great day. Bye.